If collecting is your love,
I want more.
every day.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 Sig Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting is your love,
I want more.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 Sig Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah. Oh, what's going on, everyone? Hey, Kate, I see that you're first. So, I did some audio overhauling. Hello, me lord. Hello. I did some audio overhauling. I may sound a little bit quieter. I don't know. I was trying to keep my levels. They're just going to be a little bit. Hey, T-Bone. Hey, T-Bone. This is right up your alley. I did a little audio overhaul. I rerouted a couple of things, changed some input settings. I'm going to be a little bit quieter, but I think I've effectively eliminated the ticking. But all of my preliminary recordings show that I've removed it, but they also show that I'm a little quieter. And if I go too many more decibels higher, the ticking returns. So I need some feedback. How does it sound? That's what we're going to have to deal with. I'm going to have to be quieter. Too much gain is what causes the clicking. Good levels, no click. I am about, I don't know, 2 output decibels lower in output. But I turned down the gain on the Scarlett, and I turned up the decibel gain on the OBS interface. If I go any higher than 15.3 decibels, you get the clicking back. Sephoros, we're going streaking. Yeah, I am plus 15.3 decibels. If I go to 20 decibels, the click returns. Yeah, here, I'll show you. This is at 20 decibels. And in my recordings, the practice recordings, you could just hear the clicking begin to come back. What up, Don? Hello, Mel. Hello, Jimmy. Banana split flavored drumsticks? No clicking? Maybe it was just the recording. What up, Hellbolt? Love you, man. All right, so then we're good here at plus 20 on OBS. No clicking. Everybody can hear me. Instead of pump up the jams, I prefer MC5's kick out the jams. That's more my speed. Now, James did not go to school today. I'm here, but am I really working? Technically, I'm not working unless somebody buys something and I open it. So I guess I'm not working until somebody buys something. And then if they buy something, I have to decide, am I working? But James stayed home. I actually chatted with a few other parents that are not in this school district, but in other school districts. Their kids did not go to school. So James got a day off. And I was like, this really isn't working, so I'm gonna be here. Ooh, hold on, I missed a notice. Rebel Art. I think one of my mods got you, Rebel Art. Yeah, no F words. I just got it. Oh, dude, I'm all right. I'm relaxing. Man. So, now that, Sapporo says the clicking is back now. Yeah, that Catherine O'Hara, that just sucks. She is most of our childhood and youth. She was one of the people that proved it was okay to be good looking and funny. In the past, you could not be one or other. As a matter of fact, it harkens back to Phyllis Diller. Some of you will know who Phyllis Diller was. Phyllis Diller was a pioneer female comedian. And Phyllis Diller, believe it or not, was actually a very attractive woman. These are her words and not mine. She had a very big chest. So what she would do is she would put on makeup to make herself look gaudy and ugly. And she would tie back her bust so that it wasn't so pronounced. Because she was finding that people were having a hard time concentrating on her humor and not her looks or curves. And for a very long time in Hollywood, and I'm just using Hollywood as an example of the business in general, it was not kosher to be good looking and funny. Catherine O'Hara was one of those people that could be good looking and funny. Don says, I ran into the same problem. I gave up good looks so that I could be funny. Yeah. But yeah, if you want to really look into what 60s, 50s, 60s, and 70s Hollywood and how they treated female comedians, really look into the Phyllis Diller story. She's very open about it. She's very crass about everything that happened. But she was not going to stop, and she was actually hired to write stuff because they wouldn't put her on camera because she was too pretty to be funny. Sandwiches got in the way, so I became funny. Amen to that, brother. Oh, the school just texted me to tell me James wasn't there. I'm glad they finally figured that out at 6 p.m. Oh, yeah, I did, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. Sapouros. Is Sapouros the only one getting the clicking now? Kate's like, my tinnitus is so bad I didn't hear anyway. Hellbolt would definitely know if anybody would. Still there? Mrs. the Breaker hears it. Yeah, see, I can actually see it on my monitor. That's why 20 is too high. So this is 16 and a half. 16.5. It doesn't show up on my monitor. Actually, it does a little bit. Let's drop it back down to the 15 I had before. Let's go 15.5. All right, that's the best it's gonna get. That is how our show is gonna be forever. So if you hear it now, get used to it. That's the permanent. That's the new sound of the show. So tomorrow, I have something I'm going to that I'm very excited about. I'm not allowed to talk about. I don't think I'll be allowed to talk about it until July. Because I'm under NDA. Obviously, my wife knows because she had to help schedule it for me. Super faint, and that's fine. If it's faint, that's 90% of people aren't going to have their headphones up high enough to hear it then. The average casual listener won't be able to hear it. Only the audiophiles will be able to detect it, and I'm okay with that. My good ear is at 60%, and I hear it. Is Mel under an NDA? She is not, but if it gets out, they could revoke my thing. And I could be in, I have to read the NDA again. There was a penalty on it. There was a fiscal penalty if I talked about it. But here's the thing. Today is January 30th. Tomorrow is January 31st. DC is the new voice of Valtrax. Dang it, how did you figure that out? I thought no one would guess it. Let me see. I can't. Because I had to actually give them my social media. Account. They have my Instagram and they have my X. Though I don't use X actually. I really should get rid of my X because all it is me writing horrifically graphic things about what should happen to certain people protected by the First Amendment right. Protects me against the government, but does not protect me against the average person. So yeah, I should probably do that right now. All right. Let me delete my X. No. No, it's not. It is definitely not the hint. I'll be 4 tomorrow. I am inevitable. This is not just any gauntlet. This is a gauntlet signed by Ron Lim himself. This is beyond a gauntlet. This is a Ron Lim approved gauntlet. I don't know either, and at this point there's nothing I can do. What up, Chef? Is There Will Be Blood selling? There is no There Will Be Blood. We don't have any There Will Be Blood. That's funny. It says my password is wrong. We used to do There Will Be Blood once a month, but they never would sell out. Oh, yeah, I just needed a generic thing. I wasn't going to create a custom label with two of the things matched together. It's just not happening. Oh. Ow. But every one of those bundles guarantees you 2 products. You don't even have to fight over it. Oh, wow. That was my password. Prue says, do you want some low-dough fun, chef? All right. Settings. Your account. Deactivate your.
Oh, what's in the box?
Not till you give me the
What's in
gun.
the box?
Give me the
Deactivate. Your account is deactivated. I have an order. Oi. Yeah, making me work on the day of protest, I see. Two and two. Boy, that's crazy. All right, this should stop my stream deck from working. Oop. Oh, it wasn't enough. Yeah, but even when I'm working, am I really working? I mean, let's be honest here, my lord. I got Host snacks. They're healthy. I don't know if the mods want healthy snacks. These are slightly less healthy. These are just fatty, but they're good fat. You know what goes really good with wasabi? 12-year-old scotch. Next weekend, you're going to be in Cali. What are you doing next weekend? Oh my God, that's next week. Well, I guess I better make Doug agree on Super Bowl square stuff then. Don't worry, all previous orders from January and February will count as they did every year. Alrighty. Okay. probably want it right about there. Alrighty. So this right here. Yeah, all orders. All orders. There will be a. Here's the honest truth. Typically, what we do is we will evaluate what the sales were over January and early February. We need to fill 100 squares. We give away about 10% of those. And we have to, so we figure about 90 squares have to be through incentive. We'll look at the orders. We'll see how many squares we could fill based on $50, $70, or $100 per square. And then we figure out, like, what would we get the last week, which would obviously be next week. And then we would go from there. Now, next week, listen. The little birdie told me the sports cards will be here on Wednesday. Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of sales next week. So I am confident that there will be enough makeup squares bought next week to fill any gaps that we have going now. I know at least one of the squares will be a signed mini helmet. TriStar Hidden Gems signed mini helmet. Doug has a few more things that he's been picking up that he said will be football related, so I'll have more info. All right, so my lord, in his infinite wisdom, saw a deal. Artist Spotlight, John Fabonio. Pretty Mythical by Kayla Classy. 2 items, 1 small price. Now, Pretty Mythical is $124.99. The whole set is $150. So basically, you're spending $25 on Fabonio. Not only that, you are getting both giveaway squares. What a deal, what a deal. Let's start with a Fabonio. I was listening to the list of products that you have coming in. I noticed the cup wasn't in that list. Couldn't convince Doug to sell it for under $200. I could not. Considering, like, I think the cheapest cup was a bad year and it was like $450. So no, there's no, as a matter of fact, you'll notice there's no hockey at all because the last time I bought hockey, it sat there for 2 weeks and nobody wanted it. So I focused on multi-sport, baseball, wrestling, UFC, and Looney Tunes. DCD Collects proudly presents the Artist Spotlight, John Fabonio. Me lord. Interestingly enough, both of these are number 2. So, listen, these are number 2. Oh, that I believe is Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks from Star Trek. Lord Helmet, I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. I like it a lot. All right, let me put that in there as Vader.
keeping track of what everyone got. Misa, see the dark side. That also puts you in the giveaway for the Wolverine that's right here. Pretty Mythical by Kayla Classy. Kayla doesn't do a lot of original art for anybody outside of her Patreon. It's not simple to get her original artwork. She will occasionally have it on her website. It is typically starts at around $100 and goes up from there. Occasionally, she will have some stuff that is less than 100, but it is not frequent. Me lord. Ooh. Apophis. Oh, man, listen. What a nice little painting. Egyptian mythology. I'm a snake. Look at me, I'm a snake. I'm a snake. Dude, it is very nice. Listen, folks, all of her work is really nice. These are all paintings, too. Her paintings are very good. Her detail, depth, the way she can create depth is phenomenal. She's very hard to get a hold of for original art, and we are able to do it. It is stunning that she does not sell out. Stunning. There are still 4 more of hers left. The K? Yeah. It's subtle, and she usually tries to fit it in so that it has, some noticeability, but is not overly taking away. There you go. Let's put it on the big screen. Or not. Or not. How do you not recognize that as blurry? Yeah. Whatevs. All right, me lord. You have the Dark Lord and the Egyptian Serpent of Death. This one should have autofocus on. I don't ever turn autofocus off on this one. Whatevs. This is the Logis Stream Cam. This is the nicer one. This one tends to work well. This one is like the basic C322 or 233, whatever they are. Me lord, thank you. Thank you. There's your box. So when I redid the boxes for everybody's thing, I kind of changed them around. And making the people that I send orders to more frequently within this area, and the less frequent ones off to the side and down below. Trying to make it easy. Trying to make it easy. Simple. Oh my. Does not, Hellbolt. Sorry, bud. I actually did not. Well, listen, in my defense, Hellbolt, I did not actually put any of the symbols on anybody's names that I had there. I used to do the, hearts and money and Crystal literally had crystals next to her name, and I didn't do that this time. I kind of did it fast. It's all capital letters now. It's not fancy. It's just I did it to get it done. It is. It's corporate. All right, so what am I doing? Uh, 12 spot. What has 12 things in it? Oh, one of each. Oh. Okay. So it would be 12 spots at $11.50 a spot. So you would need 12 people to pay $11.50 per spot. Oh, good. She got it. Excellent. Yeah. Oh, you'd have to have multiple spots. You'll win, Hellbolt. I have faith in you. All right. I'll actually make that even spicier. All right, I'm going to spice it up a bit. You suck. I do have one of these left. I do have a foil 1700. And I have a jumbo edition. This will be a random giveaway. Whoever ends up at the bottom when we do it, will be given this for having to pick last. Now, here's the thing. 12 spots, it is going to be nearly impossible for me to keep track of the no take backsies rule. Nearly impossible. Bye, Kate. It'll be nearly impossible for me to do the no take backsies. I don't have the head for 12 spots. So we'll have to kind of go with the community doing their dangdest to govern those. I will not be no rule chaos mode. We can modify the rules. You want to modify the rules? How about no immediate take backsies and no stealing from yourself are the only rules. What's going on, El Zacco? How are you doing? El Zacco, you are about to see something that we call There Will Be Blood. It is nuts. It is chaos. And you're about to jump knee deep into crazy. Think of it as the white elephant. But with people you don't know. And this is going to be a modified. So Zach, you're not going to this. You're going to see a one-off. Normally, we have very strict rules, and we do these things called There Will Be Blood, which is our version of the white elephant. We usually do these randomly, where we set up really nice items. This is actually going to be a low dough, very cheap, $11, I think, 50 cent. I have to do the math on it real quick. just to make sure. It's not that I don't trust you, but Doug is going to say, did you do the math? So I have to do the math. Store, edit website. You rounded up. Oh, thank you. All right, when do we have this? Where we got this at? We have... Why does it say I have 1800s? I definitely do not have 1800s. I'm going to hide that. All right. 44, 45, 45. So that's 90. That's 134. 134 divided by 12. 134 divided by 12. 1117. So let's do because you're gonna have to. I think you're gonna have to pay shipping on this. Let me. And shipping is gonna make it. I mean, shipping is gonna be half the price of the thing. Let me make it less than 1150. Let me take it to the penny. Let me see what our shipping settings are at. Well, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll just ship it with your next order. If shipping does not, because I think shipping has to be minimum $19.99. If shipping doesn't kick in, then I will just put it on your next order. And if shipping does kick in, I will refund your next order. Fair enough. All right, let me remove one of each from inventory so we don't have our numbers off. Actually, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. Let's delete that. All right, new product. No. Nope. That would fall under unplausible assumption. You would not win that one in court. That would be an implausible assumption. Where is my proper There Will Be Blood logo? Don't worry. I will explain the modified rules. 12 spot the super lodo. Modified rules. No. No immediate take backsies. Cannot steal from self. Unlimited buys. All right. I'm going to make it 1117 because that is going to be the exact amount. Not here to rip you off. I'm going to make it 11. That's not in the right spot. I'd be better off typing with the glove on. All right, number of spots, 12. Category. Clearance, There Will Be Blood. Super break. All right, Zach, it's going to get crazy in here. Give me a second. All right, go to the website, dcdcollects.com. Go to clearance. Clearance. It is under the clearance tab. Clearance. Siblets. Check. 1, 2, 3. Let me create a sheet. What? There it is. Thanks, T-Bone, making it easy. Making it easy to get on board. All right, we are going to need 18-point Arial, because my wife likes Arial. Mid. Bold. All right, have at it, fellas and ladies. That we know it's going to be 12. So that'll be green. Names. Item. Prue's got 3. Chef's got 3. All right, 6 more spots. Let me see. Chef's got some other stuff we're going to open too. We are going to see some football cards opened in a little bit, and some more original art, so do not go away. Milord! Milord's got 3. Three more. See, the cart was partially full when Crazy Idea came out. Three spots left. Mrs. the Breaker, do you want to play? Yes? All right, I'm going to buy one for Mrs. the Breaker.
We happy? Vincent! We happy?
Yeah, we happy.
Always said
Oh, no, you
life
gotta
was
play
like a box of chocolates.
it. You have to play it.
You never know what you're gonna get.
The stress. Don is in. One spot remaining, folks. One spot remaining. Who's it gonna be? Who's gonna take the final spot in this modified There Will Be Blood? While we are figuring that out, Chef, let me pull your bundle real quick too. Chef, let me pull your bundle. My goodness. I think it's 10 and 1. It is. All right, so the rules are actually very easy for you, Mrs. The Breaker, because we're modifying them. We're making them easy. I will go over them when we begin, when we sell that last spot. T-Bone, you want the last spot, buddy? Why don't you jump in and grab that? I'll explain it to you. These are going to be very simple rules. They're not going to be complicated for this one because it's such a big one. See, Prue's gonna do it if you don't. Oh, is it gone? Yeah, Chef snagged the last one. Oh, Hellbolt! Hellbolt, can you pause Madden 26? Yeah, he's like, yeah, I can. You bet your butt I can. All right. Is that all fitting? It is fitting on the screen. Okay, good. Oh, this is going to go pretty quick, Don. It's going to go pretty much as fast as I can type. All right, folks. So this is There Will Be Blood. This is going to be modified rules because it is such a large There Will Be Blood. I am going to open up 3 packages that I have in front of me. Each of those are going to have 4 items in them. Those 4 items, well, there's going to be 4 hits, but numerous extra cards. Each of the hits are what we're actually drafting. I will keep all of... What's up, Money Mitch? I will keep all of the cards that went with their respective hit together, so you'll be getting the whole entire pack, technically. We're going to open up all of these packs. We are going to see what's inside. I am going to list the hits in here. What's going on, Paul? Paul Moisland is here. And I'm going to list the hits in column C. Once everything is opened, we are going to random everybody that is involved in this Lodo break 7 times, and that is going to be the order that we draw. Now, the rules are very, very simple. Each item can only be stolen twice. The 3rd time it is stolen, it is locked into that person. How do you know when it's locked in? Well, the first person who picks it, it's going to be green. The first person who steals it is yellow. The second time it is stolen, it is going to be red, and it is off limits after that. There is a no take backsies rule that is going to be modified. You can just not take it back from the person who took it from you. So if it ends up going around a 3rd time, actually it wouldn't apply. So nope, take backsies in full effect, I guess. But that's it. You cannot take from yourself. All right, we're gonna make it real quick. Let's do this. I'm gonna need some spinach first. All right, everybody. There will be blood. Oh, yes, there will be blood. We're going to start with 2025 Pieces of the Past, art and music. 4 packs per, 2 cards per pack. The hits are getting listed, and the packs are going to just match up. I'm going to bring my garbage can over. And away we go. All right, first hit is up. Some quick focus. There we go. Ooh, we're starting off with some Jenny Lind handwriting right off the get. That's a solid start. I don't think I've seen a Jenny Lind before, famous for singing and for cribs. So we're going to call that the Lind Inc. Lind Inc. And her philanthropy. Well, I mean, there's philanthropy too then. But I would say more the singing and the crib thing. Nobody knows the Jenny Lind Foundation, but they know the Jenny Lind crib. All right, we have a Georgia poop. Georgia print. We're going to call that Georgia print. Yeah, but he never slept in it. Poop. It's poop. Tchaikovsky. Roosevelt Hoover and Roosevelt. Oh, it's an inauguration. We'll call that RHR print. RHR print. Rembrandt. Very good at painting the corners of pictures. Renoir. That is a Renoir print. Renoir print. Womp womp. So far, 4 opened, only 1 print. El Presidente. Or sorry, only 1 real hit. Everything else is butt nuggets. All right, now we're getting into the inventors. That is some Eastman from Kodak Eastman. Eastman stock. We're going to call that Eastman stock. That is some Kodak Eastman, or Eastman Kodak stock. Kodak black. A little bit different. A little bit different. Woo! Is that a ration? That's pretty cool. George Washington Carver. Call that the Carver ration. That's really cool. Carver rats. That's to make a cream for that. And it's made of peanuts. I mean, I thought it was funny. I don't care if none of you laughed. That was a solid joke. That was a solid joke. Some of you need to Google. Go back to school or Google. Oh my God, that's a signature. Louis Braille, but somebody named John signed it. Morse code and Braille. We'll just call this one Morse Braille. That's cool. Now I want to know who John is. All right, last pack. Oh, Velocity. Nice dash. Oh, Tesla, Edison, and Franklin. We're just going to call that the triple print. No, I guess we'll call it ETF print. ETF print. ETF print. Electrifying. It's electrifying. All right, finally we got some 1700s. Boy, I hope this really turns the scales. I hope this makes it a little bit more fun. Oh, Lewis and Clark. Now that makes things interesting. That makes things very interesting. Lewis and Clark just Just made this a little more adventurous. So punny. Ludwig. That's a Jefferson print. Wah wah. Two more to go. Rousseau print. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Des personnes agréées à passion domine, l'or, les magistrats, un beurre, un ciel, une meltotière, la main il est étrange, qu'est la colère et la haie. Rousseau print. Didn't Jefferson own the print? No, Hamilton owned the print. Jefferson, I don't think he owned any printing presses. There's an Ovalocity. There's a numbered. That is a Cullen numbered out of 50. And Holy Roman Empress Maria Theresa. Hey now. We'll just call that Empress Inc. Holy moly? All right, I'll call it Holy Moly. Ask and ye shall receive. All right, so we have the Lind Ink, the Georgia print, the RHR print, Renoir print, Eastman stock, Carver Ration, Morse Braille, the ETF print, Lewis and Clark, Jefferson print, Rousseau print, and holy moly! Now we got to see the order that we're going to draft these in. And remember, whoever is on the bottom gets the extra pack. All right, 7 times. And the winner of the pack is Milord. Milord, you get a pack of cards. But Prue, you get to go first. Morse Braille. Misses the breaker. It's time to play the game. She is in full-blown crisis mode right now. What's up, Crystal Juan and the babies? Oh, Lord Brownie, Shawn Michaels is the GOAT. Mrs. the Breaker, it's your turn. If you've never seen it, watch Kurt Angle sing his version of the Heartbreak Kids theme with Sherry Martel. I feel like I have seen that. Getting ready for the Rumble Party? Good. Enjoy. All right, well, she's failing to play. It looks like she's digging her heels in and refusing to play with you. So, oh, hey, we've been waiting for you. You're up. You were literally number 2. Lind. Prue. The Kava. Chef, your first draw. Morse Braille. All right. Prue, back to you. The ETF print. Me lord. Oh, the Lind ink. Mrs. the Breaker. You are now up. You can choose anything but the Lind ink. You can choose anything from here or any of the top 3 over here. I could not pass up dots and dashes. That's a text from you I'm not answering. That would be cheating. Lewis and Clark. All right, my lord. I will show you as soon as this is over. You're getting the treatment, Mrs. the Breaker. You can take anything except for Lind and Lewis and Clark.
Oh, you just got dangled.
Eastman, the Eastman stock. Councilman Chef. Oh, there it is. That is locked in. There will be blood. Oh, yes, there will be blood. Me lord. Holy moly. Hellbolt. Holy moly. Me lord. RHR. Done. Eastman needs to go back to the Rock. Misses the Breaker. You can choose anything but the Lind and Lewis and Clark. And Eastman. RHR. Oh, she's getting wise to the stealing. My lord. Roos. All right, Chef. Chef is here to play the game. Holy moly, Hellbolt. They drew blood. Where do you go? Jefferson. Prue. Lind ink is gone. Milord! This is getting good and bloody. Morse! Chef! The Carver Ration. Prue. Eastman. The Eastman is not going back to the Rock. The Eastman is going to Prueville. All right, Don, back to you. ETF. Prue. Georgia. And me lord. Me lord, the world is your oyster. I love peanut butter. So he's going Kava. Chef, what are you doing? Look at this bloody mess. RHR misses the breaker. Robbed again. Mrs. the Breaker, you can take anything that is green or yellow. Oh, man. Oh, man. Renoir, that closes it out. It's over. All right, Prue, you have the Georgia print, the Eastman stock, and the Lindink. Mrs. the Breaker, you get the Renoir print. Chef, you have the RHR print, the Lewis and Clark, and the Holy Moly. Milord, Morse Braille, Russo print, and the Carver Ration in addition to an extra pack. Don, you got the ETF print, and Hellbolt, you got the Jefferson print. Congratulations to everybody. All right, let me take a second to get everybody's in order. Prue, I'm going to start with yours. Take my glasses off for this one. That's the Georgia print, the Eastman stock, and the Lindink. Mrs. the Breaker, Renoir. I'll put that with my stuff. Chef has the RHR. The Lewis and Clark. That's a big nasty one. Holy moly. Another solid get. Hellbolt has the Jefferson print. Don has the ETF print. Milord has the Carver ration, the Morse Braille, and the Roos. Roos. Now, Milord. Thank you, Don. Don was keeping notes. Can Jefferson print go on the throne? Sure. He's Milord is the real winner with the 3 Mac Jones we're about to get. All right, Milord. Let's see how many. What's the under over on Mac Jones? Is it 3? Three and a half? 3 is 3.5. All right, let's do it. Booty. Is this real life? Is this happening right now? Bo Nix. Tell me this is going to be a no Jones pack. Will this be the first ever no Jones? Are you kidding me? Send the Bo Nix to Hellbolt will do. Yeah. Mrs. the Breaker is the real winner, laughing at somebody having their spot stolen, only to realize her spot was stolen. 4 Van Liths and not a single Jones. That is a crime against humanity. All right, Councilman Chef has some stuff here. What up, Hex? Just in time. Booyah. We just did, oh yeah, the bottles. We just did a There Will Be Blood, which is our version of the White Elephant. It was absolute chaos and fun. I'm sorry you missed it, but if you get a chance, watch the VOD. Mrs. the Breaker was in it. It was fun. Highland Park 12. Viking Honor is my drinkable scotch, which you've seen I've already drinkabled it. Is very nice. And I gotta go get the bottle from my studio. Check this out. Or not studio, my office. How about some Doc Holliday? Straight bourbon. This one I'm not going to open. This one stays sealed. It is an amazing bottle. See, the seal is right here. Doc Holliday Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Sure. Let me take two. It just doesn't want to work. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, back to business. Hey, what's up, Pat? Councilman, the floor is yours. In addition to the 3 spots in There Will Be Blood, he grabbed a Donruss Optic Mega, as well as the Something Fab Bundle. Football then art. Darn tootin'. I mean, let's be honest. This is what Hex is here to see too. He's a card guy, and Mrs. Hex is a card gal now. This is 2024 Optic Donruss Mega Foosball. Good luck, man. You're due for an auto. Let's get a nice little Nico Collins auto or something fun. She's obsessed more than I am with basketball cards. See? That's how it happens. All right, is there a fatty in here? Oh, I don't know. That's a good sign, though. I think, if anything, maybe the last one? I don't know. We'll see. All right, bonne chance, mon frère. There's an A.J. Barner. He goes to the Super Bowl. Sinnott. Oh, Pat, I think I've seen your finished art piece, too. I'm privy to everything. Bullard. Jaquan. And Chubby. D-Hop. CD Land Diamond Hands. Turner. And Hooch. Gogurt. Xavier Worthy. That is a rookie recruit rookie card. Braylon Allen, who I have a lot of faith in as a player. I think I do, but he got injured. But he's there. There's Dalton. Flournoy, he had a good second half of his season. Bell and Sweat. All right, last pack's going to be the hit pack. I mean, it doesn't feel too much fatter than the others, but I guess. Let's hope that means big things. Isaiah Simmons. Theo Johnson. That dude's going to be a stud. Jalen Wright. Aaron. All right. And the hit. Brian Thomas Jr., rookie phenom. Only one more box remains. It's a damn fine ball player right there. It's a damn fine ball player. DCD Collects proudly presents the Artist Spotlight for John Fabonio. Chef. Let me pull that page up so we can list what you got. Oh, why so serious? Knife in hand. I love the bat over the shoulder, or what I perceive as a bat over the shoulder. Nice little painting. That's Councilman Chef. I know it's off topic, but we just found out that Tony's will be coming out with Pokemon cards. Since Juan has a collecting mentality, he's going to try to catch them all. Uh-oh. Hilarity ensues. DCD Collects proudly presents Pretty Mythical, original artwork by Kayla Classy. Number 10. So you got the Joker. Now let's see what bit of mythology you can put with it. Baba Yaga. Oh, this painting is amazing. Baba Yaga. This is sick. So Baba Yaga actually is not the boogeyman. John Wick got it wrong. The writers of John Wick did not get that 100% correct based on the original mythology. So I hate to burst bubbles. Come on, I know autofocus works. There we go. Look at that. That is a painting. That is not a print. She is the witch who also takes the form of, she basically is infused to her house, and the house moves just like you see with the legs. Baba Yaga is the entire entity, the house and the witch, and can move her house from place to place. So the Joker and Baba Yaga. Now we're almost sold out of Fabonio. And now we're getting pretty close with pretty mythical. Lots of giveaways for Pretty Mythical. One giveaway, a big one for Fabonio. The Book of the Dead piece is unbelievable. I'm going to pull that and show that again. There is also only one more optic left. The new stuff arrives on Wednesday, and none of it is football. So that is the last football for a very long time. Just saying. I'm just going to hit that home real quick for you. Let me move this. Oh yeah. Yeah, listen, I do Zoom calls with Trevor once a week, and the Anubis is always within arm reach of him on screen. So yeah, he loves that Anubis piece. I can vouch for that. He's got a nifty little frame for it too, if I do say so myself. Chef is like, you forget where it came from, mister. Not an easy one to get out of the collection. Not easy. I was actually, she's like, no, I did not. I was going through, as I was setting up my office in the room next door, I was like unpacking boxes that were in boxes that were in the boxes in Santa Barbara that I did not open and did not have out. And I came across part of my card collection, and it was the things that I was going to have graded. And I was like, oh man, this is my too great at PSA box. And holy buckets, there are some nasty little gems in there. Some classic rookies of the modern era that are in the mintiest fresh of conditions, because once I decide something is going to get graded, it goes into the pro soft sleeves that PSA requires. They don't allow you to do top loaders. They don't want you to do you don't want to put them in mag cases because they throw them out. So you put them in the semi-rigid sleeves. And once they're in the semi-rigid sleeves, I don't touch them. I throw them in a corner, and I never jostle them because I want them to be perfect. So I was going through and I was looking at the stack, and I was just in awe. Now, it's nothing like, you know, we're not talking $1,000 cards here, but it was just some rookie cards that I held onto from the last 20 years of players that I knew were going to do well. And sure enough, I want to show you a couple of these gems because I know a lot of you enjoy football. None of these are autos. They are either base rookies or rookie variants. We'll start it off with this future Hall of Famer. A 2014 Bowman Chrome, numbered out of 299 black. Just a neat little one. How about this guy? Atlanta Falcons, Brett Favre card. Here's a fun little nugget. Y.A. Tittle. This one is an autograph. Y.A. is a Hall of Fame quarterback who is no longer with us. That is an on card. That was a pack hit. This is surprisingly more expensive than I expected. This is the Topps Heritage. This is the SSP Aaron Rodgers rookie from that year. They are, I agree, Saporos. Here's somebody that my wife knows. That is his Gaudi rookie. There's another Aaron. That is his Upper Deck rookie debut set rookie. And how about this guy? Who would have went back and thought, yeah, this guy right here is going to be the man, the myth, and the legend. That is a King Henry, draft picks, prestige rookie. These were the harder ones to get. And the last one is one I don't want to show my friend Doug. Just a Matty Stafford Topps Chrome rookie. All right, Crystal One and the babies. You have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the Rumble tomorrow. This one, I'm not 100% sure about the surface. The surface, I think, is a little suspect. The imperfections you see are not on the card, but the card is not a minty surface. I think that'll come back probably a 9. The centering isn't far enough off. It's a little northeast. Not, I mean, it's a 9. It's probably a 9 at best. 8, maybe a 9. I don't care. I just want it graded because raw, that is a pretty valuable little card. So yeah, it was just looking at the little things. Everything that I have that is like big RPAs, those are all graded already. But I thought somebody would get a kick out of those. Just random cards that I found when I cleared out my old stash. I was like, oh, I should sort through these, see if there's any valuable rookies. And I was like, oh my goodness, I have a lot of valuable just base rookies. All right, folks, now's a good time to leave. Let's do last call. Last call, last call. We will raid out tonight. I just looked. There's quite a few of our regular people that we raid into, so we have options. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 options to raid into tonight. Let me close these out. Okay. Still thinking of things to hang on your office wall. You have the file with Lee. Oh, trust me, I'm aware. I have sent that to Lee no less than 3 times and asked him to evaluate making it into a print. Lee is a very busy human. Trust me, I want to make a 10-run artist-proof edition of that. Where you end up with 9 of them because I'm going to send you 10 because she's got to sign it, and then you'll be sending one of them back to me. Excuse me. Look at Sapporo's with the big sentence. The commodity rookies are the most fluid usually. That is an accurate statement. All right. Let me check the gate. The gate is clear. I have to go visit the time clock. All right, Don, take care. Be safe, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, we have decisions. Are we... Have a great weekend. Are we going to raid art or gaming? We could do Donkey Sean. We could do Cant Asian. Both of them are gaming. For art, we can do Waltering. Mrs. the Breaker's like, Waltering. All right, Waltering it is. Hellbolt is not streaming. I have my list in front of me, and I follow everybody. Waltering is doing Cobra Commander, so that's right up our alley. All right, folks. Listen up. January is over. We start February next week. Next week will be the last week to get in on the Super Bowl squares. I'll be announcing the squares on Wednesday. Wednesday, all of our cards come in. It is going to be frantic. So you're going to want to get your orders in. I hope to have them listed ASAP. It'll be just pictures and numbers and prices. All of the prices that I told you are indeed going to be the final price, plus tax if applicable and shipping if applicable. So be ready for Wednesday. Wednesday's going to get bonkers. That following weekend is the Super Bowl. We will be live from the Super Bowl during halftime and I think from the quarters, depending on how busy we get. But I digress. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other, and we can do this again next week. Next week's going to be a ton of fun. I can't wait to see you there. Good night, everybody.